This is a message for all who have ears to listen. This is my soul. This is my essence. This is our essence, our spirit, our shared breath. We are one whole being, as well as we are individuals. Individual actually means not divisible into parts. Often when we think of the word individual, we think of a separate human being, but that's not what it means. What it means is this human body is indivisible from the rest of the world, of the universe. The universe comes into me through my senses, through my eyes, my ears, my nose, my mouth, my skin. Every orifice, every nerve ending, every hair, everything comes into me and leaves me. This waving, streaming. And it's infinite, this motion. Sometimes it's larger, sometimes it's so slow it's almost still. Sometimes it's relative, sometimes it's absolute. Sometimes it's polar opposites, sometimes it's balanced, sometimes it's in war. Sometimes it's broken, sometimes it cracks, sometimes it snaps. There's so many expressions available. And they're all just. They all come from love. So many people have said this throughout the ages. I'm not the first one. But that doesn't make it any less true. Love and light and magic and life are miracles. We contain, we breathe, we create, we see, we are. It's so easy to lose our understanding of our divinity, of our reality, of our sacredness. It's so convincing to fall into small ideas about ourselves. We see someone successful, doing something that we want to do, and we think, well, they've already done it. Guess there's no more room for me. No, that's not the way it works. Come on, haven't you seen the explosion of technology and what it allows? It allows for more, not less. You don't have to be small. You have to be bright. Shine. Shine like the star that you are. Again, the light comes in and the light goes out. It's only when we hold it in that we sin. The light is infinite. The light is infinite. The sun is infinite. The sun is eternal. Though the sun may die, the sun is eternal. And that's the truth of the flame, the truth of the candle, the truth of the individual human being. Though one spark will turn to ash, the spark itself, the flame, the light, the eminence, that doesn't go away. That still exists. Always, 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 always. It always has, it always will. The light just goes out and 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 out in all directions. Until either it hits another nexus of light, like another star, another eyeball, and goes in, or it just goes out until it hits a form, until it hits matter, until it hits a planet, until it hits skin, until it hits a wall. Or it just travels. It just keeps going, it keeps going, it just keeps going, it just keeps going. And it's irrational. It doesn't make sense how this is possible. There's no good explanation for infinity other than unity. And this is a fact that is difficult to comprehend. Unity and infinity are two sides of the same coin, of reality, of existence, of the soul. And the signs are all around us. The sign is in the circle. The sign is in the one. The 0 and the 1 are actually, check this out, two sides of the same coin. Alright, so it's hard to do with a hand, but imagine that there's not this part. You just have this. You turn the O, the hole on its side. See, this is the problem. There's crookedness in my fingers, but this is the hole. Imagine a ring. Turn it on its side, you see the 1. You squish it down a little bit, you get this kind of like 2 shape. But the whole implies the 1 implies the whole. Unity, infinity. Pi tells us the circle is infinite. There's no end to pi. There are computers going on and on and on trying to find the end of pi, and they never will, because it's infinite. The circle is infinite. The circle never comes back to itself. Ever. It is physically impossible. It's possible to think about it doing so, but in physical reality, it doesn't happen. It always goes on and 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 on. And that's the truth of our divinity. It's the truth of our soul. And the truth of our body is that we don't. We don't go on and 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 on. Our body dies. Our body decomposes. Our body needs. Our body feels. Our body has pains, sorrows, misery. And this is the great mystery of existence. How could we be simultaneously whole, yet broken? How? Why? to the sides? What's in between? What is at center? It isn't reasonable. It isn't logical. It is intuitive. And it is believable. Magic only exists to those who believe in it, who see it, practice it. Art is incomprehensible to those who haven't done it, to those who haven't put in the effort to describe it, to describe, to take what has been scribed and understand its essence, understand where it's from, understand what it is of. Just as being human is impossible to understand without being human. That's what we're here for. We're here to be human. There's nothing else. And we have these choices. We can choose the light and we can choose the dark. We can choose to go up, we can choose to go down. But we always find ourselves at center. We always find ourselves at center. We can go out as far as we can reach. And we can go in as deep as we can go. And still, the essential reality of ourselves is changeless, is endless, is infinite, is whole, is one. It's all just different gradations of light, waving, energy, of this string, of this massive cosmic web. And we're just nexus points, like stars, like neurons, like cells, like atoms, like particles, like quanta, like photons. They're all just different expressions of the one being. In our capacity to comprehend the one being expands and expands and expands and expands and expands and expands through lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, through fire after fire, through candle after candle, through sun after sun, through sin after sin. It is all just the way we learn to comprehend, to express the soul self. From tip to root, the tree, the vine, the man, the parasite, the predator, the prey, the victim, the victor, the vessel, the verity, the God, the way, the devil, the triplicate, the thorn, the stem, the rose, the root, the leaf, the sun, the earth, the moon, and here it is, and here it is, and here it is, and there it goes, and there it goes, and there it goes, and here it is again, and there it goes. It's always here, and it's always going, and it's always coming. That's the three dimensions, and time is the streaming of it. There's past, present, future, stream, dream, holding, releasing, wholeness. Those are all the dimensions that we can possibly conceive of. At least in this logos, with this sun, on this earth, in these bodies. That is what we can possibly, potentially perceive. Beyond that, who knows? It's a wild, wild, wild journey out there beyond this nexus. Unimaginable, literally unimaginable, unknowable. And even this information I'm giving is on the very edge. Beyond that edge, listen, imagine this is all of existence. This much is what we know. Okay? This much is what we know we don't know. This is what we don't know we don't know. That infinity. And yet we can comprehend that. That is incredible. That is powerful. And that also shows us our place in the universe as individuals, as limited beings, as infinite and yet so small. The sun is massive compared to us, and yet compare the sun to the space around it until the next star system. Unfathomable. The sun is tiny, tiny, minute, almost insignificant compared to all that space, to all that emptiness. And then you look at the web of our galaxy, of our solar, not our solar system, of our whole cluster, all of the stars in the Milky Way going around the central sun. This God figure, this light body, this massive, massive, massive man. We can't even see, we can't tell it's a man. We don't think it is. Rationally, scientifically, it doesn't make any sense. The body of God, what does that even mean? Where are the lungs? Where are the ears? We can't see them because we're inside of them. How would you see eyes and ears if you were inside of this body? How would you? Streams is one way. It's a pretty magnificent way, actually. Water is one of the first ways. The air comes down and goes, sees itself in reflection. The fire goes, pushes away the water, and knows itself by repulsion. The air comes down to the earth and goes, knows itself by transformation. And the fire becomes the earth, knows itself by breaking. In these very, very simple, basic ways. And combinations of these, we, as life, as light, come to know ourselves as life and light. By knowing other selves, we see other as self, as selves. as souls, as sieves, as nexus, as nexi, I don't know if that's a word, of energy, of flow, of surrender, of openness, of holiness. They're all the same thing. Our words, this is so important. Our words are limitations. Necessary, but still limitations. Just as our bodies are. Our bodies are necessary, but limitations. And if we don't recognize that, we can get trapped in a little box. And we think that the box is who we are. It's like a name. My name is John. If I think I am John, I limit myself to this small word. But if I think I am whole, oh, let me tell you, that contains me. That contains myself. Truly, my true self, my whole self. Not the known self. The you self. The huge self. The omega. The alpha and the omega. The sacred, profound, the profane, the divine. The whole reality. It's all there. It's all here. It's all everywhere. And it's all nowhere. And it's now here. And it's now gone. Now and forever. Amen. This is my Christmas sermon, if you will. This information has been known to me forever. In every lifetime, I've understood that I've simply been gathering more experience in being human. In being more than human. This is so important. In being superhuman. And being able to contain the mystery. Being able to go to the place, go to that edge of the known and expand the realm of what we know we don't know, and thus expand what we know. As always, take only what resonates with you and leave the rest. But don't discount the rest. Just let it be. Just let it exist. This is my message. This is my self-expression. This is what I believe. Go in peace. Go in wholeness. Go in ecstasy. Aho. Ashe. Away. Thank you. I love you. Please have a safe and wonderful holiday season. Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, solstice. There's a word for it, a pagan word. I can't remember it. I wish I could. The new year. The snow, if you're in cold. The heat, if you're in warm. Enjoy.